One of your party's biggest challenges is convincing people that you can handle the province's finances. And yet, over the weekend, it was revealed a $1.4 billion mistake in your platform. How can anybody believe that you can actually handle the finances? What will this do to you balancing the budget? When will you balance the budget, and how?
That is one of the many questions thrown at Andrea Horwath today. A new Ipsos poll finds the NDP leader is neck and neck with PC leader Doug Ford. In fact, Ipsos concludes if the election were held tomorrow, 37% of voters would cast a ballot for the NDP, 36% for the PCs, and 23% for the Liberals.
Very good. Okay. All right, thanks again.
This is the third time Horwath has run as a provincial leader and the closest she has come to a potential win. But that means she's now under greater scrutiny than ever before. Watch how she answers questions about weekend revelations her party made a $1.4 billion math mistake on its platform.
There's no doubt that that there was a piece of our platform that was incorrect, and when it was caught, the first thing that we did was acknowledge it. What this challenge that we faced is going to do is going to mean that it's going to take us a little bit deeper into deficit over the couple of years that we've identified our deficit being growing from year 1 to 3. Year 4, year 5, we're still going down to a balance.
How are you going to balance the books, and why? I've never seen a mistake in a platform like this before. How can people trust you?
Well, what I will say is this: people can trust that if they want change for the better, they have two choices in change. One is Mr. Ford, who's going to cut more services. People can trust that if they're looking for change for the better, New Democrats are the ones to offer that change.
Now, Horwath was also asked about one of her NDP candidates who won't wear a poppy on Remembrance Day, as well as what kind of climate that she would create for small business. Now, she's also under greater attack from Doug Ford and Kathleen Wynne. Doug Ford, for example, repeatedly referring to the NDP as radical.
Ontario workers and their families will be stuck paying for the radical NDP agenda. And we all end up paying for the NDP and their radical plans.
They say that they want a more aggressive rollout of cannabis, but they have no money in their plan, no money in their platform to actually make that happen.
How does it feel to be under more scrutiny now that you're perceived to be neck and neck with Doug Ford?
Well, you know what? I think it's positive because people will get a real sense of what the offer is.
Now, I also asked Andrea Horwath about her plan to make Ontario a sanctuary province and what kind of increased costs to health care, for example, that the province could incur as a result. And she didn't have or didn't provide any answer as to an estimate of what the increased costs could be, but she did say we can't afford not to treat people.